Hey there, it's Joyce, and in today's Money Minute, we are going to talk about selecting the right accounting software for you and your business. Okay, so in the last video, we talked about when you need to actually transition from Excel spreadsheets to actually using accounting software. But today, now that we've kind of decided that you need the accounting software, we're going to talk about how you go about selecting the right accounting software for you and your business. So let's be real. If you look hard enough, you will probably find anywhere between 10 to 20 accounting software packages, and and they have inventory and invoicing and all kinds of bells and whistles, etc., etc. So because there are so many different accounting software packages available, it can make it very difficult for you to quickly decide which one is the best fit for you and your business. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that make it a little bit easier for you to decide what accounting software would be best for you. So as with any software selection or any business decision, before you go looking, what I would suggest is that you first decide what features you need. And by doing this and figuring this out before you even look to see what's available, you will have basically a list of what I call the deal breakers. That basically, if you are evaluating or looking at the features and benefits of a particular software package, if they don't have your list of features or your list of deal breakers available, then you can quickly eliminate them off the list. That basically, if it doesn't have feature X, it's not the software platform for you. For a lot of my clients, one of those deal breakers is anytime, anywhere access, or accessibility, being in the cloud, or being internet based. So with that being a deal breaker, that would then eliminate anything that's desktop based. So that kind of illustrates what I mean by having your deal breakers in place before you go on your search. Another deal breaker that my clients have is ease of use. And I would have to say that I agree with this particular deal breaker, because for the most part, you as a business owner, you're not an accountant and you're not a bookkeeper. So having something that's easy for you to get into, understand, and navigate is very, very important. Because quite frankly, if you can't navigate it, if it's not easy for you to use, then you're not going to use it. And that pretty much defeats the purpose of me suggesting to you that you need accounting software. So the only time you're actually going to use the accounting software is if it's easy for you to use. So those are the main two, I think, accounting software deal breakers that I think a lot of business owners have. In addition to those, here are a couple of my deal breakers that I think you should add to your list. One of my deal breakers, the number one deal breaker, is that number one deal breaker is that I find that some software make it very hard for you to work seamlessly with your accountant. And by that, some software are only, one user, or, only have one login, et cetera, et cetera. And the reason why I say that that isn't necessarily the best way to navigate and use a particular software package is that when you only have one user and you don't have an audit trail per se, or you don't know who did what and who's responsible for what, you kind of lose some learning opportunities when things are done incorrectly. So, like if, let's say for instance, I'm your accountant or I'm your virtual CFO, and you have a bookkeeper, and then there's also you doing some things within your business, then that's three different people that are within and kind of playing around in your accounting software package. So I would suggest having three different logins so that we can kind of figure out who did what. If mistakes are being made, then you would have access to who made the mistake, and not to chastise the person, but to give them the opportunity to learn how to do it correctly, instead of, telling everybody how to do everything and overwhelming them. My number 2 deal breaker is when an accounting software is hard to sync with the other things that you utilize in your business constellation, so to speak. If a particular software doesn't sync to your bank account or your payment processor, and you have to download the information and then upload it to your accounting software, it's basically making your system a little bit more cumbersome than it has to be. With the automatic sync, it would pull your transaction straight into the accounting software package, making it a lot more easy for you to do things and making things more efficient. And my bonus deal breaker, because I said I had 2, but I really have 3. The bonus deal breaker is software that don't have real financial statements. Now, I know you probably aren't an accountant. You're a small business owner, but at the same time, you need to think like a CEO and you need to think like a CFO. And in order to do that, and in order to make valid, educated decisions for your business, you need real financial statements, and you need to learn how to read them. So, for the love of all that is holy, I swear, accounting software providers, please, if you're going to call yourself an accounting software package, then you need to have financial statements. So at any rate, let's recap. If you now that you know that you need accounting software, these are the things that I think you need to do in order to find the right software for you and your business. First, figure out what your deal breakers are. I did give you 3 deal breakers that I have, and the 2 typical deal breakers for a total of 5. But figure out what your deal breakers are before. Don't do it after you start evaluating accounting software. Do it before you start evaluating the accounting software. And then just pick one. Or you can just ask me what my favorites are, and I can help you navigate. But at any rate, these are a couple deal breakers that I think are valid ones for most small business owners. And that's how you figure out what the right software package is for you. So again, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have questions for me, please join me for Beyond the Numbers, which is my weekly Q&A webinar party session. And to join that, just simply go to thecommonsense.com/BTN. All right. Until next time, see you later.